The Packers couldn't help us out yesterday, but you know what? It is what it is. And right now, as we head into Sunday, Devontae Smith is already signing himself up to return against the Carolina Panthers at home at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at the Link. I'm feeling real good about where my Philadelphia Eagles are. How are you guys feeling? How you guys doing this week? It's been a minute. I've been posting. I found my new groove. It's been posting every Friday, every Sunday, or every time after an Eagles game. I've been keeping it real chill, real laid back, just pumping out stuff whenever I feel. If something happens that I need to talk about, I'll talk about it. Nothing crazy has happened as of late because the Eagles have been taking care of business, which is nothing new to be seen around here. That's all they do is take care of business, and they do it in a way that no other team in the NFL is doing. And I'm very, very happy with where my Philadelphia Eagles are now. If I had to be completely honest with you guys, I would not be surprised if this was the trap game. We have the Steelers and then the whole entire NFC East waiting for us after Sunday against the Panthers. The Panthers, their record might not indicate it. Bryce Young's season stats as a whole, getting benched for Andy Dalton and all of that might not, give it to you, but they've been playing some good football the last few weeks. They've been competitive. They've been making it difficult on certain teams. The last game that they played was against the Chiefs, and they almost pulled off a miracle. They lost 30-27. But then again, the Kansas City Chiefs, in my mind, are the most fraudulent 11-1 team we have seen since the Pittsburgh Steelers of, 2010 or 2020, and the Eagles of last year. And we weren't even 11-1. That's how fraudulent we were that I had to add in us of 2023. Regardless, we're not talking about the Chiefs. We're not talking about the Steelers. We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're talking about the Carolina Panthers. And in this matchup with Devontae Smith coming back, with how Saquon's been running the football, with how Jalen Hurts has been playing the game, efficient passing, nothing crazy statistically, but no turnovers for the most part, making the touchdowns and the plays necessary when he needs to. That's what I want to see out of my QB. I don't need to see 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. I don't need to see him playing out of his mind in a meaningless game where he's blowing out the other team. I want to see him get things done and move on to the next, and that's what he's been doing for the past 2 months of football. So looking ahead at this football game, looking ahead at the Eagles playing the Carolina Panthers, I got to give it to them. Eagles are going to win this game 31-14. It will be as we expect. First quarter is going to be a little slow. It's going to look a little ugly maybe. Trying to feel out the Panthers, see what they're trying to do. Second quarter, we ramp it up. Third quarter, we keep things going. And the fourth quarter, we knock them out of the park. We take care of business. That's what we do. We close games out. Doesn't matter how it starts, it's how it finishes. And we are a finishing team that does things the way that they're supposed to do. I don't want to see no teams getting close in the end of the fourth quarter like the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't want to be that team playing the Chicago Bears at home, doing that to my team, to my fan base, giving them a heart attack week in and week out against the Green Bay Packers. I want to take care of business, and in the second half, I want to feel good about where my team is, and every single week the Eagles prove to do that and be a second-half team. And I'd rather that than start off red hot and blow the game in the third, fourth quarter, and I love what my team is doing right now. I think Bryce Young is going to do some good things, though, on Sunday. I think he's going to do some good things. I think the Panthers are going to be competitive, but I really do think that overall the Eagles are just the better football team, and they're going to handle business as they always do. The number 1 seed isn't fully shut down from us. Listen, say what you want about the odds, and how you feel about the lines is how you feel. I acknowledge that they are a top 4 team in the NFL, as are the Eagles. How you rank them is how you rank them. The Eagles, Chiefs, Bills, Lions. Those 4 teams are the top 4 teams in the NFL, without a doubt in my mind. You got some close runner-ups up there. Minnesota's in the conversation. Green Bay can compete with just about anybody, like the Lions and us. The Ravens on a good day can be really good. The Steelers are a pretty solid team as well. So, there's a lot of good teams right now, but there's a lot of teams that are playing. They're overachieving. And I wouldn't say that the top 4 teams are overachieving. They're doing exactly what they need to be doing in different ways. And looking ahead at their schedule compared to ours, the Eagles have a really good chance at potentially running the table. But then again, so do the Lions. But at the same time, they still have games against the Minnesota Vikings. I believe they still play Green Bay one more time. I can't remember. I'm very tired right now. But they play the Chicago Bears, who almost beat them on Thanksgiving. So it's not completely out of the way, and they obviously play the Buffalo Bills next weekend as well. So it's not out of the question but it is just very unlikely given their conference record and whatever other tiebreakers they have. So I don't know. But at the end of the day, being the number 2 seed and having that locked down is fantastic, and I wouldn't have that any other way. Obviously, I would love the bye week, but at the same time, we've seen a lot of teams in multiple different leagues in the postseason get that extra week off and completely crap the bed week 1, their week 1, like the divisional round or the divisional championship series, whatever, like I'd rather go in fresh and ready to go than be a little too chilled and relaxed after a bye week. But again, it's like they both have their benefits. So at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. Eagles will take care of business against the Panthers. We'll see how the race for the number 1 seed goes, even though the Lions have just about locked it up, depending on how the next month of football goes. Let me know your thoughts on the Carolina Panthers matchup with the Eagles this Sunday. And I'll see you guys afterwards, like always, 4:30, right after the game. Spitting my truth, telling the facts that, they just got to be told. And I tell them how I tell them. So unscripted, unbiased. Well, maybe a little bit unbiased. Maybe a little bit biased, but, fly goes fly. See you guys later.